All right, guys. So I'm going to give a small introduction to who I am before we get into this trading mindset. I am Brinks. Some of you know me as Victor. I am on Instagram at BCM Brinks and also on YouTube, Financially Lit. So what I do is I basically day trade. I also trade attention. I trade a few other things. I've been trading since 2021. About August, I was trading with options at the time. After that, and around maybe December of that year, I started trading crypto. In my crypto journey, within about 2 months, I basically ran up about $3.7 million in airdrops from a staking coin. They were giving basically, you staked your coin and they would give you a certain percentage of coins back every day for what you staked. Ultimately, that project got rug pulled within probably like 3 weeks after that. I had all my money in the project, still got rug pulled. Since then, I've been trading Forex and futures. I only trade US 30 and YM. Those are my two favorite things to trade. I am married to YM and US 30. I know how to trade other things because the strategies I use are universal, but I only like YM and US 30, and I suggest that you only trade one thing. That way you can get very versatile in how it moves on a daily. And if you trade a lot, you start to see how much it moves and which way it moves and what it likes to do at certain times of the day. I typically, on average, I gain about 100 to 150 points um, or ticks, depending on what you trade per trade. So that's a little bit about myself, about my journey for trading. Why we're all here is because basically I know a lot of people want to learn how to get $300 to $500 a day in trading. Some of you already have a job, so you just want a little additional income. And that little additional income, $300 to $500 a day can be a lot. Basically, I mean, $500 a day, if you can consistently get that over a year, that's like $126,000, if not more. Um, Realistically, you're going to have some losing days. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that once you finish out this program with me, you're going to be this ultimate trader where you have 100% win rate. There's no way possible in trading to have a 100% win rate. If you know somebody or know a way to do it, please let me know. But as far as I'm concerned, you don't need 100% win rate to be a successful trader. And success is not determined on always being right. Success is determined on what we're going over today, how to have the correct mindset to persevere once you start hitting those roadblocks of fear, greed, those internal things that you have been living with since you were a child. I like to believe that trading is one of those things that's going to help you overcome some of the things in your life that you've been avoiding for a long time. The more I trade every day, the more I have to deal with who I am as a person, and it helps me uncover limiting beliefs and roadblocks that help me in my personal life outside of my financial life. So we're going to get into the introduction to day trading mindset. This mindset does not apply only to day trading, but it applies to swing trading and scalp trading. If you don't know what day trading is, if you don't know what scalp or swing trading is, I'm going to cover that too, and just a little bit, just kind of give you a little synopsis of what it is so you can better understand it. So let's get into it. All right, so introduction to day trading mindset. Mindset plays a crucial role in day trading success, impacting decision making and performance in the market. Basically, what that means is before you enter a trade, depending on the state of mind you're in, is going to determine what kind of trade you're going to make. And it's not as deep as it sounds. As you start trading, you'll realize that I took this trade because I thought price was moving too fast and I thought I was going to miss out on some money. Or I took this trade because I lost $200 a day and I wanted to get my $200 back that I just lost. That is what this means by your mindset is going to play a crucial role in your day trading success, because you should never be in a situation where you said, I lost $200 today. It's fine if you lose $200, but you shouldn't be trying to make the $200 back. That is a bad mindset, because then that is what we call revenge trading. You're trying to beat the market back at its own game and get your money back. If you're losing, walk away from the day and say, I just lost money today. It's okay. That's why we have personal goals, and we're going to set some rules throughout this so that we know how much I could lose before I walk away. Um, and how much is okay to lose before I say too much is enough. So we have to be able to say that, okay, I'm in the right state of mind and the right mindset to make the right decisions, to perform correctly in the market, to make money. Because if you're not, you're going to end up giving the money to the market, and that money is going to transfer to another trader's pocket or their purse. So We have to overcome mental traps, biases, and emotions through discipline, rationality, and confidence for consistent trading. So you have to, over time, learn what your mental traps are, what you see that's not true in the market, and learn how to control those emotions through discipline and rationality and confidence. So I'm going to just be very blunt about this. Trading is not so much as hard as people make it out to be. You may not think you can learn how to trade yet. You may be stuck on the fence if this is even for you. You may have already been trading for a little while and you think that, this is something you can't manage or consistently do long term. But I'm going to tell you that learning how to trade is probably 10% of the battle, 20% of the battle. Once you learn the concepts and the strategies on how to trade and learn what price is doing and where the price is going to go at so you can make money, the other 80%, 90% of this is going to all be mental. It's all going to be in your head, the battle you have to fight with yourself, your own personal demons, and how to overcome those mental traps and biases and emotions that you suffer from so that you can remedy yourself to become a better trader. A lot of the trading journey is going to be based on yourself. It's going to be based on how you can overcome issues with yourself. Remember what I was just saying a couple minutes ago about the revenge trading and missing out? If you're somebody who you realize that like, oh man, every time something come out, I got to get it because I don't want to be the person without it. You know that you have the fear of missing out as one of your primary fear drivers in life. And you have to know that going into a trade, am I taking this trade because I see that price is doing certain things that I've learned it should do this and then I should do that. If then that, if then this or that situations, or am I just trying to get into a trade because I feel like price is moving too fast and I don't want to miss no money today? So you have to learn yourself. This isn't something I can help you with this. Don't get it wrong. I can help you with this, but this is more of a personal battle, this mindset stuff. And after you've learned how to trade, you should be doing this stuff daily to become the best trader and best person you could be. It's not so much just about being a good trader, it's about becoming a better person too and dealing with mindset. So personal growth is huge for trading. So the next point is utilize psychological tools, strategies, and community support to navigate challenges and enhance trading outcomes. That's what this is. I'm going to give you some tools to deal with your psychology, some strategies, and that's what we're here for. You can reach out to me anytime you need some support. We have the community that we're developing out to make sure that there's other traders in there to help you, because you may suffer from the fear of missing out, but there might be another trader that suffers from the fear of greed, or wanting more than what they already have. So you may be able to help that next person, or they may be able to help you. So the psychology behind trading success. So cognitive biases can lead to traders to make irrational decisions based on flawed perceptions impacting trade outcomes significantly. So this is kind of what we've been talking about already, but just a little bit deeper of a point. So basically, you're going to be seeing that, oh, price did this, then that. So you might say, okay, price took out this sell side liquidity. And I know you may not know what that means yet. We're going to cover that. I'm going to cover what sell side liquidity means. So price took out sell side liquidity and it's going to go back the other way. But that's not necessarily what price is doing. You have to wait until those candles and everything plays out to make a real decision on what's going to happen. So with trading, we're basically using past data to make informed decisions about what's going to happen in the future. So for you to say, I'm going to go ahead and buy because he already took out sell side liquidity, it may have a little bit further down to go before it goes back up. So by saying I'm going to buy, which is make money when it goes up, it might still be going down, and now you've bought against what it's doing, meaning you're going to be losing money the more and more it goes down. But you've made an irrational decision because you thought that it was done going down, but you didn't wait to see the confirmation from the market, from the candles, that it was done going down. You just made a decision based off of your cognitive, perception of, oh, I'm a confident trader because I won the last trade. But that may not be the decision. That may not be the actual thing that's going on in the market at the time for you to make that decision, is what I'm trying to get at. So emotional control is crucial for effective trading, as fear and greed often drive impulsive actions that can result in losses. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be the biggest things you have to deal with in trading, which is your emotional control over fear and greed. I still deal with it. Been trading for years. I still deal with it. I know other traders who are my mentors and my friends, and they deal with it. You have to look at it sometimes, and you might say your daily goal is $500. And then boom, you made your $500, but you're like, oh, price still got so much more to go. I can make another $1,000 a day. Okay, but your daily goal is $500. So you're going to risk your $500 in profit that you've already made for your day, your daily goal, your freedom basically, for another $1,000. That's greed, because you said that all you need was $500 every day or three times a week for extra XYZ, whatever it may be. The extra $6,000 a month you needed was only making $500 a day, 3 times a week. And how I did that was I said, basically 3 times 500 is 1,500 times 4 weeks. That's $6,000. I only need $6,000 a month to make some extra money for extra savings account money, or for an investment for something else I want to do, or for my kids. But you're going to give up a part of that by saying you could potentially give a part of that by saying my greed is fueling me to say I want another $1,000. So now you're going out and making an irrational decision. So you got to be careful in those moments, man, where you think that the market is going to give you more money, but sometimes the market could take that money from you. So now you've lost the $500 you just made trying to make 1,000, and now you're going to be in a situation where you may say, "Oh man, I lost because of my greed." You know that was because of your greed, and then you're going to be chasing and revenge trading because now you're trying to make that $500 back, putting yourself in an even more dangerous situation or risky situation when you're trading, because now you could lose. You're just at break even by losing $500, but you could lose even more. So making decisions under pressure requires traders to stay calm, think rationally, and not let emotions cloud judgment for successful outcomes. So based off the same example I just gave, it's very easy to stay calm when you're making money. Sometimes you might even get excited when making money, but if you find yourself in a excited situation or a later situation, I need you to immediately come back to yourself and take a breathe in. It's all in your breathing. Take a deep breath and tell yourself, hey, this is good that I made the right decision and I'm winning or making money. But in a minute or a second, this thing could turn around on me and I could lose money. And I cannot allow my emotions to get the best of me. I'm gonna give an example of when you go to work and you work a job. You've been on this job 2 years, right? When you go into work tomorrow morning and you work that job and your 8 hours up or your 10 hours are up, and you go home and you get in your car, you crank that car up and you turn on the music to drive home, you are not in the car saying, oh, I did so good today. I made XYZ at work today because I did a good job at work. You're not patting yourself on the back. There's no emotion in it, really. Now, you might be, I'm not even gonna get into that, but I was gonna say you might be irritated or aggravated with somebody at work, but we're not even talking about that. We're talking about the actual emotion of being excited from doing the right thing at work. It's rare that you're gonna go home from work and say, I did the right thing. When you have a bad day at work, unless you have strikes against you, you don't go home mad or upset that you had a bad day at work. And I'm not talking about anger with people at work. I'm talking about literally the work itself, the job. If you did a bad job at work, you didn't, do all the tasks at work or whatever situation may be, you do not get in a car angry or furious with yourself. You might be agitated, with your coworkers, or you might be sitting there like, oh man, I know my boss gonna chew me out tomorrow because I didn't finish the task, but you don't have an emotion against yourself saying that I am a this or that, or angry or fear because of you didn't complete the work. So when you're trading, when you're winning or losing, I want you to take that same mindset into it. If you winning, it's not no happy, and if you're losing, it's not no happy. You want to look at this like this is your job, okay? This is not entertainment. This is not anything that you should be sitting here getting emotions from or allowing to fuel you because you're bored or because you want to be excited or because you want to be at work showing off. None of that. This is a very straightforward. This thing will eat you up and spit you out if you cannot get your emotions together. So this is why I'm taking so much time in the beginning to start out and explain what this is as far as this the foundation and the mindset, because the psychology is the most important part, okay? Developing discipline in day trading. Establish a consistent trading routine to enhance focus, productivity, and decision-making skills in day trading. Okay, so basically you want to know what you're going to do before that trading day starts. Okay, so that means I'm going to teach you how to mark up your charts. Okay, and when I'm teaching you how to mark up your charts, that means the night before or the week before, you already know what to expect or what you're looking for to happen to make a decision. Okay, You're going to set specific achievable goals to stay motivated and track progress effectively while maintaining discipline and dedication. So what that means is, like we just said, Tom is an imaginary person. Tom might have a goal to only make $300 a day. Someone named Ted might have a goal to make $500 a day. Someone named John might have $400 a day. It doesn't matter what the next person's goal is. You want to just make sure that you are focused on your goal, okay? Set specific achievable goals. You might say that 500 is not achievable for you. Okay, well, what is achievable for you? Is 100 achievable for you a day? Maybe. There, I want to say this. Every number is achievable, but it's about your mindset and how much you have to start with. So just make sure that you're taking all that into account when you set your goal. So it makes it easier to say, okay, I've made $200 a day. I could stop trading. Opposed to if you don't have a goal, you might have made $5,000 today on accident and you still trading, and then you lose all the money. So it's important for us to set goals that are achievable for yourself and realistic, starting out to keep you motivated and keep you on track. And you want to allocate your time wisely by prioritizing tasks, avoiding distractions, and excuse me. You want to allocate time wisely by prioritizing tasks, avoiding distractions, and adhering to a structured trading plan for successful outcomes. That basically means you don't want to be sitting on I don't want you sitting on a charts all day. You need to know what time of day your move is going to happen and when it's going to happen. That's why we're here. We're here for the lunch money model. On my lunch money model, I trade literally one time, a specific time every day. I look at the charts around 11:45. I take that trade between 11:45 and 1:30. That's my little window. I make my money. I'm done. That means in the morning, I spend time with my daughter. And then the rest of the day, I can do whatever I want to do because I know at this window of time is when I work. So if you have a job and you have to do this, you can do this during your lunch period. Okay. It's literally during the lunchtime of day when I trade, like 12 p.m. Eastern to 1:30 p.m. Eastern. That's literally the time of day I trade. Okay. So you don't need to be on the charts all day. It's not wise to be looking at this stuff 23 hours out the day because it's literally open 23 hours out the day. It is not wise to do that. I don't want you doing that because it's going to drain you and burn you out starting out. Okay. You want to avoid distractions. Don't trade certain time periods. Don't trade when there's too much noise going on. I'm going to teach you what all that means and show you how to avoid all that stuff. And your trading plan is what all the things we've been talking about already, which is you got a set dollar goal per day or a set amount of ticks or points you want per day. And we have a set loss limit per day. And then we also have a set time of day we trade. So once we have this structured thing that we're working around as far as a plan, you can basically navigate that more wisely on making decisions. And you're not just bumping your head and going about in the blind trying to do this. So emotional intelligence for traders. Recognize emotional patterns to understand reactionary behaviors and trading situations. So you are going to have to, over time, realize what are your triggers for you to make bad decisions. And once you start noticing those triggers for your bad decisions, it should make it a lot easier to avoid them. Now, it's not saying that you're going to always avoid them, but it makes it easier to avoid them. So what does that mean? That means that I'm looking at, this is an example, I get on the market and I look at the market in the time when I'm not supposed to be trading, right? So I get on the market like right now, it's 6:30. I get on the market's open, and I see the market doing something, and I'm like, oh, I know what it's gonna do. I'm gonna make this money right now. I ain't even gotta wait till later on today. I ain't gotta wait tomorrow morning. So I get in the market, but I'm not supposed to. So I broke my trade rules. Remember we talked about setting up a plan. We just broke that plan. So now I gotta recognize what emotions did I feel just now that made me break that plan. Emotions could have been greed. I see the money now. I'm going to get it now. And then the emotions could also be fear. I see the money now. I don't want to miss the money now. And if I get it now, I don't have to trade tomorrow. Or I could trade tomorrow too and make more money. Then that's definitely greed. Okay. So you have to be able to be very self-aware and understanding those emotional patterns and understand what behaviors they bring out of you. That's why sometimes it's not sometimes, all the time it's important to journal and write down, what you're doing, what you're feeling, so that way you can start being very self-aware of what's going on in those trading moments. You got to control impulses by staying calm and making rational decisions instead of reacting emotionally. We're human. It's going to happen. You're going to have those moments where you're making irrational decisions. because you can't control your impulses. But the better we get to control those impulses, the better off we're going to be in the long run. You have to use mindfulness to stay present, focused, and aware of emotions to make informed and strategic trading choices. So there's going to be moments where you're going to need to sit down and meditate. I don't know what, some people meditate, some people smoke, some people drink, some people do XYZ. I'm not here to be the judge of you, what you do. I recommend meditation. I recommend breathing and writing exercises. I'm going to give you a few tools to use when it comes to breathing and meditation and mindset stuff. I don't recommend smoking or drinking or any extracurricular things, I'll call it that, during your trading, because you're still learning and you don't want to have your mindset too warped or your state of mind too gone when you're trying to trade and you make a bad decision, okay? So trading psychology, overcoming biases. Confirmation biases leads traders to seek information confirming their beliefs, ignoring contradictory data. Example, holding onto a losing position due to selective focusing on positive news. What that means is news came out, because there are news times. I'm going to cover that as well. When the news come out, I'm going to show you where to find out where the news is at and when it's coming up. But the news may say that, boom, the interest rates are going to go down. That's positive news. Everybody wants interest rates to go down. We've been wanting interest rates to go down for the longest, okay? News might come out, interest rates are going down. They cut interest rates by 2 points. Woo! Yeah, we love that. That's great news. But the stocks are still going down. The futures contracts and forex are still going down. Why? We don't know. But you seen this positive news and you said, well, because the news said that we cut interest rates, that must be good. So I'm going to go against what the market is doing and buy, and price is supposed to be doing this, going up, and I'm going up with it. No, price is going down, and you believe you're seeing money go negative in your account, and you're like, oh, nah, it's going to turn around. It's going to come back. It's going to go up. But you're not understanding that you have a confirmation bias. You basically just want to believe that because that's what you see in the news, that stuff is good, but that ain't what the market telling you. You have to understand what the market telling you, or what the market is telling you on the overall trend and a low time frame trend, which I'm going to teach you that too. So that way you can be educated and make the right confirmation and not have contradictory data and be holding on to losing trades. Okay, I know I'm talking about a lot of different things here, but trust me, it's very simple and easy. I'm going to teach you all this stuff in the very lame terms. That way you can go out and apply it on a daily. So basically, let's get into the next point. Anchoring occurs when traders fixate on initial price, either buying or selling based on what fixed reference point, based on that fixed reference point. Example, holding a stock because it was bought at a particular price, even if the market conditions change. So you are basically I got it at the low. I ain't selling because I bought it at the low. Well, that's cool, but it still got a little bit lower to go. You might want to sell it and get back in at the lower low, opposed to holding it at that low. So for example, I got in at the low, but y'all lost $300. Okay, you might want to sell it if you lost $300 and you at your daily loss goal. Boom. Now it went down even further than that, and now it's down basically $800. If you would have stayed in, you could get back in at the $800, make up the difference, and still make a profit. So basically, you got to be careful to not get too fixated on price I got in at and just where it's at and stuff like that. That's what that is saying. Overconfidence leads traders to overestimate their abilities and take excessive risks. Trading without a stop loss, thinking the market will always move in their favor. So what that means is, I'll just give my own personal example on this. When I first learned some of these strategies, I think the second week of trading the strategies, I made $5,000 in the day. Did that like 3 times in 1 week. And after I did, I'll just be honest, I was like, yeah, I know this shit. And that led me to being overconfident. And after that, those next like 5 or 6 trades in a row, I lost $1,000, like back to back, like 6 trades where I just $1,000, $1,000. Like I just was losing $1,000 like back to back because I believed that I knew what I was doing, which I did, but I was overly confident about it. I wasn't allowing myself to really take all the steps in analyzing the market before I got into trades. I was using confirmation. I had confirmation biases. Um, it's just you want to be careful with the overconfidence. Okay, you want to treat every day like a new day. Treat every day like you don't really like you know what you're doing, but you don't. You know you could lose money still, and you want to take all the steps, don't shortcut. Because once you start shortcutting, it's when you're gonna start losing money. Okay, you don't want to lose no money. It's gonna happen, but we don't want to lose no money. Not for good. Help it. Okay. Mastering emotional control. Practice deep breathing exercises to calm the mind and body, aiding in decision making and reducing impulsivity. Use visualization techniques to mentally rehearse successful outcomes, increasing confidence and reducing fear. Engage in positive self-talk to reframe negative thoughts and maintain focus on long-term goal trading goals. I have tools for this, guys. So like I said, we're going to go into this a little bit deeper. So I'm going to go past this because I actually have tools we're going to use for that, okay? Staying rational in volatile markets, avoid impulsive actions by staying focused on long-term goals and not reacting emotionally to short-term market fluctuations. So you're going to have moments where you got in, it ain't really going your way, but it ain't really went against you. So that what that looks like is I've lost, $100, but I'm still in my trade. And, but it could go my way. It's probably gonna go my way, but it's just doing a little small, what we call a drawback. So price sometimes goes in the opposite direction to get more orders. It's the old adage of buy low and sell high. So sometimes price is gonna go a little lower before it decides to go in your direction, or sometimes it's gonna go a little higher before it decides to go lower, just so that way they can get more orders. I'll show you how to understand that better though, so that there's no reason to be afraid of that of volatile markets. If at all possible, you want to avoid the volatile market, so you don't even got to deal with these emotions. But if you're in it, we have ways to know which way is going to know what the next decision or next move should be. Objectively assess risk by conducting thorough research, diversifying investments, and seeking advice from financial professionals. Guys, we want to make sure that we are doing thorough research. What that just means is you can sit there and go through the news all day, every day if you want to. You can be looking at other markets and comparing them, apples to oranges and all that. You can find financial professionals if you want to. I am not a financial professional. I am not a CPA. I am an ex-business banker. However, this is not financial advice. This is just me educating you on my experience and my journey. And if you want to see professional advice, that's up to you. Professional traders, I'm not professional traders, but like CPAs, people who are like investment professionals, they're going to tell you to find something that's safe, that gives you 1 to 5% a year. That's not what we're here for. We're here for the bucks, baby. And I mean, we could make them. You just want to basically what this means is you want to assess your risk, though. That's what I'm getting at here. Just make sure if you're trying to invest, don't use your last $100 to put it in the market, guys. If you're trying to make some money, don't take your rent money and put your rent money in the account to try to trade your rent money. And if you do that, don't come crying to me. Don't be in the comments, nothing there talking about I lost my rent money. We don't got no help for you, baby. You better pray, you better call Jesus. Because I'm telling you personally, do not be risking, assess your risk. Make sure you're doing what's, wise and rational, basically is what I'm getting at. Stick to predefined trading rules through discipline, self-control, regular review of strategies, and commitment to your established risk management plan. We're going to talk about risk management a little bit later, but we're going to set daily loss goals, and we're going to set different little risk parameters so that way we know, okay, this is my plan. This is what is cool. I can lose that. And today was okay. I lost today. I ain't upset. I ain't happy. It's all right. I'm still able to play again tomorrow. I'm still able to go trade again tomorrow. And if I could go play or trade again tomorrow, I still got opportunity to make money. Okay. We're not trying to risk the whole account every time we trade. We're not trying to lose all our money and then got to put my money in. The whole object of this game that I'm trying to teach you is put the money in there, make the money do something, take the money out we put in, and let the money that's in there keep doing what it does. And then that way you can start taking profits, weekly or monthly, however you want to do it. Boom, every 2 weeks, I pay myself this much money out of my account. Keep it going. All right. Building confidence in trading. Confidence plays a crucial role in trading success, influencing decision-making and risk management strategies. Boost confidence through continuous learning, reflecting on trades in a journal, seeking feedback from peers or mentors, celebrate small wins to reinforce positive behavior and mindset, enhancing overall trading performance and long-term success. So This is very important, but it's a very gray and fine line between building your confidence in trading and being overconfident. So just make sure what you're doing to build your confidence is not leading you to be egotistical or overconfident in your trading abilities and making you take unwise, unrational decisions in your trading journey is what I'm going to say. Okay. Psychological tools for day traders: visualization, picture successful trades to boost confidence and focus on executing strategies effectively. Goal setting, establish clear trading targets to provide direction and motivation for daily actions. Positive, positive affirmations and gratitude, maintain a positive mindset through self-encouragement and appreciating progress made. So when we're getting ready to place a trade, what I like to do is before I get ready to even place my trade, I kind of like close my eyes briefly. I remember every trade I've won before, and I remember what it felt like when I won the trade. I remind myself that I am a confident individual in my trading abilities. I'm confident in my strategies. And then I open my eyes and I maintain those emotions throughout my execution of placing the trade and all the way up until the trade is over, if I'm right or wrong. Also, what I do is if you don't have any, say, I'm new to trading, I've never had a successful trade in my life. Well, you've done something successful in your life. You might have, I remember when I tied my shoe correctly. Tie my shoe correctly every day. I remember when I woke up on time. I remember when I got somewhere on time. I remember when I cooked something correctly. Whatever that positive emotion is, I want you to go back in your memory and remember something that is positive. Let's even do it right now. Just close your eyes, and I need you to recall a time where you did something that made you feel good because you did it correctly. Now that you have that emotion of the thing that you did right and correctly, can you remember another time where you did something similar to that and you did it positive or correctly and it made you feel good because you know you did it right? Could be, like I said, riding a bicycle. It could have been completing a task, homework. It could have been tying your shoe, getting a project done, showing up on time. Maybe an interview. Maybe you took an interview and you remember getting a job from an interview you did successfully, or it could have been a sales situation. Maybe you had a good sale with somebody. You want to make sure that you take those emotions of those confident emotions and positive emotions of completing something successfully and use those in your trading journey. So when you get ready to place a trade, before you place a trade, remember those things and take those emotions, those winning emotions and winning attitude into the trade with you. So that way you're more likely to make a correct decision because there's a psychology behind your self-image and what you're doing. And if you don't have the right self-image, you will you self-sabotage yourself into making the wrong decision on accident, not even intentionally. So this is why we do the visualization. Um, we already talk about goal setting, positive affirmations and gratitude. You might want to get your journal and write down self-encouraging words like I am a good trader. I trust myself. I believe in myself. I am, or you could write down stuff in the morning like I am so thankful for my life. I am so thankful for my wife. I'm so thankful for my kids. I'm so thankful for my job. I'm so thankful for being able to trade. Whatever it may be for you, you want to write down, 10 of those things in the morning before your trading journey, in a trading journal and before your trading journey begins for that day. All right, strategies to overcome trading challenges. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity to improve trading skills rather than a setback due to a shifted perspective. Set realistic expectations and focus on progress over perfection to reduce self-imposed pressure and improve decision making. Prioritize essential information sources, filtering out noise, and creating a structured approach to stay informed in changing markets. I don't know if you guys are seeing a theme here in this stuff that I'm trying to teach you and tell you today, but basically, you're going to lose a trade and more than one, and it's okay. That is part of the training journey to lose. You're not going to win every time. You're going to lose some money. I lose. It's fine. But it's about what you do after you lose and before the next trade. Okay. So you have to embrace your failure as a learning opportunity. You have to be objective enough and self-aware enough to know why you lost the trade. Okay. Well, today I lost $200. Why? I didn't wait for the market to do this before I took my trade. Because if I would have waited for the market to do this before I took my trade, I would have known that the market was going the other way, the opposite direction of the trade I took. Or I didn't wait for the full narrative to break down and play out, so that way I could take the next. I would know maybe I shouldn't even trade today if I waited for the full narrative to play out for the time frame before I'm supposed to trade. I traded too early today. Okay, that's why I failed. So it's okay to fail. It's more important to know why you failed or what happened for you to lose the trade. Okay. Set realistic expectations. We're going to do that so that way you don't have to worry about expectations. Prioritize essential information sources. You're going to hear a lot of stuff on, like, as you get deeper in the trading journey, you're going to hear stuff online. People telling you they think it's going to do this, it's going to do that. The most important part is, do you know what it's going to do, and why do you believe it's going to do that? Okay. So if you see somebody saying, I think price will go up and go to this, you go listen to their bias, or you could get on your phone or your laptop, look at the market and be like, oh, okay, I see why they think that, but it's not doing that. It's not going to go up. It's going to go down, and it's going to this point. Why is it going to this point? Because I see these PD arrays and these fair value gaps in order blocks. They tell me that that's where prices wants to drive to before it goes back up to a premium. I'm going to teach you that too. Don't worry about it. I know I'm saying things that's going over your head, but I want to teach you all of it. So, importance of community support and networking with other traders provides diverse perspective, new strategies, and trade ideas for better decision making. Sharing experience fosters learning from success and mistakes, helping traders improve their skills and avoid pitfalls. Seeking mentorship offers guidance, boosts confidence, and accelerates the learning curve towards achieving trading goals. Community support is important, guys. Twitter, I love Twitter. You can get on Twitter and learn a lot. Then, as far as like communities and other traders, YouTube is perfect. I love YouTube, and we have our own community here. Make sure you're in it so that way you're getting all the feedback that you need, and that we can ask any questions you may have. And if you're within this program, you can always reach out to me directly for any feedback you may need. Okay. So, a trader faced with a losing streak adapted a growth mindset, focused on learning from losses, and adjusted their strategy according to turn the situation around. Another trader used visualization techniques to stay calm under high pressure situations, helping them make rational decisions during market volatility. In a changing market landscape, a trader embraced flexibility by diversifying their portfolio and adapting to new trends, leading to increased profitability and long-term success. So I'm going to break these down for you. So basically, you may face a losing streak. You may have 5 days in a row where you lose every day. I would say objectively, you probably need to stop trading for a little while, maybe a couple of days. Go back test, go paper test, go practice, because you're losing too much. You need to really refine your strategy to find out, why am I losing? What am I not understanding about the market or my strategy to cause me to lose? It's okay to lose, but it's not okay to continue losing streaks. That is how you blow the account or lose all the money in your account. So you want to make sure that you are adapting a mindset that's saying, hey, I need to focus on learning why I'm losing and not just continue to lose every day. Just keep trying to do the same stuff over and over again that's causing me to lose. That's called insanity, guys. So another trade use visualization techniques to stay calm under high pressure situations. That's what I do. I like to visualize during my trades. I don't like to close my eyes during the trade, but before the trade. And then I like to carry those emotions into my trade to keep me calm and collective, because a calm body leads to a calm mind. So I make sure I take deep breathing throughout the trade. I have like a box count I do that I could teach you later on. It's really, I guess it's really important. I don't think it's really that important, but it works for me. So, you know, uh, in a changing market landscape, trader embrace flexibility. So basically with this, you want to just make sure you are diversifying your portfolio. You want to have long-term trades and short-term. We're focused on day trading within this program. So that means placing a trade today and getting out of the trade today. Okay. Long-term trading is swing trading, meaning that you're probably trading that for days to weeks to months. Okay. What they're saying here is basically, when I wrote this, trading is meant to be a long-term game, guys. It's not really meant for in and out. You could be successful being in and out, and it can help you with some additional income. But if you want to really make like some good money and lower your ability to be exposed to risk, you want to do long-term trades. So that's what this is referring to when I wrote this, is, have different things in your portfolio. You may have a few things with your job, like a 401k. That's a long-term thing. Okay. You got money in your 401k. You're not getting that for 30 years, 40 years, or maybe 10, 20, depending on how old you are. This is focused on I'm losing too much. I might need to scale back, step back, let my 401k do a little bit heavier lifting, but I still need to focus on getting my strategy down for day trading. But I know my long-term stuff out there for me. So I ain't got to make as much money right now because that long-term stuff is on the back end for me in the future. So you just got to figure out what's best for your situation. Mindset maintenance for consistent trading performance. So you want to conduct regular self-assessment to identify strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement in your trading strategies. Embrace setbacks as learning opportunities, adapt your approach, and maintain a resilient mindset to navigate challenges effectively. Stay motivated by setting achievable goals, celebrating small wins, and cultivating a positive attitude towards continuous growth and development. So again, I hope you guys see the theme here. Basically, uh, keeping the mind very clean. It's like a garden. Your mind is a garden. You got to keep all those weeds out, negativity. If you get on a losing streak, you might need to take a little break and work on your mindset, work on your strategies for trading. You want to embrace all of the setbacks as opportunities. You're not losing money. You're learning. Um, that's another reason why I said do not put your rent money in. Do not put your last $100 in, because if it's a setback, you're not going to see it as a learning situation, because you're going to be so depressed or stressed out that, oh man, I just put my rent money in my account. I lost my rent money. Now I got to figure out how to pay my rent. That's supposed to be the money I use to pay my rent and do what XYZ, do whatever else with it. So you're going to learn. I shouldn't have put my rent money in there, but you might miss the fact that, why did you lose the rent money? You get what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that you are putting yourself in a situation to make the best of these moments, okay? So you want to create a winning mindset of day trading, foster self-awareness and emotional balance to navigate challenges with clarity and resilience, cultivate discipline by learning from failures and sticking to a well-defined trading plan, embrace a growth mindset by seeking mentorship, feedback, continuous expanding knowledge in the trading domain. So it's important to be very self-aware, to have a journal to write down your emotions, write down why you did things. You want to be learning from your failures and sticking to this plan that we develop over these next couple of weeks, so that way you can be successful. And you got to embrace the mindset of, I need to continually grow throughout this thing, speaking to other people who are successful traders, getting feedback, and continuously expanding my knowledge base. Okay. So conclusion, mastering the psychology of day trading, prioritize mindset development to cultivate discipline, emotional management, and trading decisions. Practice mental resilience to navigate challenges, avoid impulsive actions, and stay focused on long-term goals. Integrate psychological principles into your trading routine to enhance decision-making and risk management overall performance. The reason why we took this time to basically do this first is because I need you to understand something very clearly, as I already stated. Learning the strategies and the concepts are not difficult. I do not believe they're difficult. Truthfully, the most difficult part of your journey is going to be what we just covered today, which is your mindset and understanding how to basically overcome your own personal demons and challenges in your mindset. Because if you can do that, then you can trade. If you can't overcome your mindset, you're going to be pigeonholed. You're going to be stuck in a cycle of winning and losing and never really getting forward. So take this very serious. Right now, a lot of stuff is going over your head probably, which is fine. I really highly recommend that you take the time to go through this whole program to finish, and then make sure you come back to this actual module or this video once a week, once you start getting, a little bit, getting your feet wet, understand what you're doing, so that way you can take the time to figure out, this is what he meant by mindset. I'm being greedy, or I have the fear of losing, or I revenge traded this day and that's why I lost, or I could have been up, but I decided I wanted more. Once you start figuring out those things and uncovering those issues you have in yourself, and you realize what are the dominant things in your life that are causing you to make those decisions, you start pulling those weeds out of your mind, you'll become a successful trader. And those $300 to $500 a day we were talking about making will very easily be turned into $3,000 to $5,000 a day, or $30,000 to $50,000 a day. The money's out here, guys. Trading is very simple. You can make as much money or as little money as you need. I do not suggest trying to go straight to $30,000 to $50,000 a day. I don't even do $30,000 to $50,000 a day. You don't need that much money, okay? And there's some other things that goes with that too, because if you're trying to make $30,000 today and you just started learning how to trade, I won't ask you the question why, and you probably ain't figured it out yet, but I'm going to answer it for you. You're saying if I make $30,000 today, I don't have to trade again for the rest of the year. And if I don't have to trade again for the rest of the year, I don't have to work again for the rest of the year. And that's not the correct mindset to have, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to shortcut this thing called life, and the way that God has set up a life and the systems around us to operate. And if you do that, you're going to shortcut yourself. So you don't want to be trying to make too much money. That's realistic because the money exists and you could do it and you should be doing it, but you also don't want to try to go too fast, because there's probably something in your mind making you try to go fast. You thinking if I make $30,000 a day, I don't got to trade tomorrow. You probably even think that far, did you? So I'm not gonna go too much deeper into the mindset. The tools, I will have another video link for the tools that I'm going to share to you on how to approach those. So that way it's broken up. So that way when you're ready to use the tools, you don't got to watch this whole video or sort through it. You could just watch that video for the tools for mindset, guys. All right. So on the next trading, we're going to actually do on the next training our charts, setting up our charts. So I will see you next week on that.